At Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Baylor Bears and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Baylor's offense will have the football first. And here comes DJ Lagway. He's been able to put together a solid resume. We're anxious to see what he can do in this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Here comes the heat. Trying to scramble his way free with that defense. Great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So UCF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
That slide's a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing, Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bears line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his man. It's Charles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a... at a time to get to that first down mark. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Charles. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. Snags a quick pass on the left.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Here's Lagway to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Flagway. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Flagway. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Handoff to the single back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's open on the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that's normally an easy throw and catch, just a slant route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. To the air, it's Bennett. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
The give on the counter. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Flagway wants to throw. Over the middle, it's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option, but the
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Morris. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Freeman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And they get another 1st down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Got enough for the first. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's Wade. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the catch. It's Livingston. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 half?
Pulls it in on the left. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
Quarterback had the matchup he wanted there. He had his guy on a post throw. He knew it was going to be covered, but if you just put it somewhere near his body, let the wingspan go to work, snatch the ball, get a big first down for the offense, you love seeing that from your QB and receiver.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game, and you're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this. Game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Charles. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The Knights will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. To the air, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure, and they got it. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. This has been a defensive struggle the entire game, and they desperately need their first points of the game on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Might be calling a hot route. Flag wave from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down. Tries to get it on the ground. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looking for a big gain. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking for room. It's Morris. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got a little grass. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Morris. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. This is a designed run. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. The offense will have a chance to go ahead score here in the 4th. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Might have a chance. At the 20. Touchdown, UCF! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. And now on second down for this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line getting set on second down. Unloads quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
Running inside, it's Morris. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The offense changing the play. Lagway. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one of that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Motion from the wideout. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Punts it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lagway wants to throw. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. He caught it, And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Gets the back moving. Going to the run, it's Morris. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Bears have the answer.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Calls his own number. He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the 2-point conversion attempt does not pay off. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick it onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that